Is there any background noise with the sound? 3 minutes, 3 seconds, okay, fine. So you get your questions in before we go on to here. So the questions and answers, anything spiritual, no love life, or if you would like just some help with your life as it is now because you don't know what's going on, or have you hit a roadblock, how do you want to work spiritually, what is this ascension about, what is this Great Britain that we're living in about, what's going on. Is you can go out but we'd rather you stay in, or you can stay in but we'd rather you go out and don't sit in the sunshine because it's not very good for you, and I can only speak to one more person. You know, it's like, what is going on with the government? Well, now basically there's rumours that it's going to be like carried on again, carrying on for another 3 months. They've furloughed workers now for another 3 months. So what's that telling you? It's telling me there's something sinister going on behind here. And I sat down this morning or this afternoon and I looked at what's going on, you know, with the virus, with things, with the agendas of depopulating the planet, and it's all coming to a head now. There's a lot of false stories out there, so please be careful what you listen to and how you listen to it. Go down the rabbit hole and understand it yourself. Do your own examination. Don't take my word for it, please. Do not take my word for it, but take your own word for it. Tune into your higher self. Ask your people, your team, what's going on. Because my team are going to come in. My team has said to me today, look at the nursing homes. Look at what is happening there. Look at all the weak people who cannot defend themselves. They're being taken off the planet, not just in this country, Dennis, but in other countries. So it is an agenda to wipe off the old age people. Is it an agenda to wipe those off who are draining society? And I was listening to some kind of news and it's saying this nursing home, it will lose short on £100,000 this month if coronavirus is not sorted out. A nursing home, this is it folks, a nursing home will lose £100,000. Wow, how much are they charging for a month for each person living there? Somewhere down the line, people are making lots of money, and people are ripping people off. And you know, when you see all these politicians and they're having a sad moment and they're feeling sorry, or their eyes are welling up, or they are feeling sorry for what's being shown on the BBC, which is a propaganda arm for the government here in England, and you've got other propagandas arms for the American economy, you know, over there. So you've got other people working against you. You've got the government working against you. Believe me, it is working against you. And you've got the hospitals. Are they full? Are they really, really full? I rang up the other day because I've got to have a look at my stomach, whatever. And they said, we've cancelled everything. We've cancelled all the cancer appointments, all the outpatient appointments and all this and all that. So I said, how many people have you got in your COVID-19 wards? And this woman just shut me up completely. Just won't answer me. So I can't answer that. It's private information. So I rang back again and got somebody else and they won't answer. So someone's scripting other people to be able to say, this is what you say. You don't let anybody come in. You don't tell them what's going on. Now, I heard a while ago, this is what I heard, that somebody went and videoed a hospital and it was empty and put it on social media. This person's in prison now. This person's in prison. So why would you do that? Why would you imprison somebody who went and told the truth? There's lots of things out there. There's lots of videos of saying, lots of nurses are coming out now. Lots of different people are coming out against what's going on. Politicians will, because another thing is, what I'm just on one at the moment, this is me, is the politicians are being let off easy by the journalists here, no, they're not journalists, by the reporters for the BBC or for the ITV. They're not asking the right questions. They're letting them off instead of keep asking the same question, and then really bombarding the people with the same question you want an answer to. No. As you notice, a politician never answers it because they're trained that way. But we've got to be just as smart as that. We've got to say, hey, it's our turn now. We've got to know what's going on because it's our life, and we don't consent, do we? I don't consent for somebody putting a needle in me unless I know what it is. Definitely, if I know what it is. If it's a painkiller, yes, that's different. But all the stuff they put in these injections now, vaccines, human tissues, oh mate, you don't want to go there. Do some research. And would you want that? I'm going to call it as it is, crap in your body? I wouldn't. Just think what it does to you. Just think that somebody's putting in you somebody else's DNA. Think about that. So your DNA's been bombarded with somebody else's DNA in you if you have that injection. I think I would rather leave the planet by my own hands before I have that injection in me. What do you think? Let me know. Ask your questions. So, I'm standing up because if I sit down, I tell you why I'm standing up, because my energy flows. I was going to give you a scientific reason for it, but the best thing I can say, I'm standing up because my energy flows better, comes up and down my spine better. Yeah, up and down my spine. So this is why I'm standing up. It flows better. I feel that I want to walk around as well. But if I walk around, I get the question and answer on top of my head. I should move that somewhere else, no doubt. I should definitely move that elsewhere. Yeah, but just see if I can move that elsewhere. Because I feel a little bit conscious of that. Oh, so let's just, if I can move that, let's hope I don't, I can't seem to move it. What am I like? Oh, it's locked. The scene is locked. Let me unlock that scene. There we are. That's better. Yeah, how's that? That's better. Sorry about that, folks, but I just had to unlock the scene. So this is it. Now, get your questions in, and we'll answer them, because it won't just be me, it'll be my team as well. So, in the meantime, how are you going on with this lockdown if you're in this country? Well, if you're not in this country, how are you going in your country? Are you having a good time? I tell you what, it's not bothered me. I'm out on my bike. I am doing a lot of miles. I've lost tons of weight, which you can see in the face. I need to start eating food now. I start going to the food bank. What am I like? Yes. In fact, this is it. This will make you laugh, this. A supermarket had run out of brown sugar, and I couldn't find any brown sugar anywhere. So as I'm on my bike, and I've got my I've got my rucksack, and it's full of food, and I couldn't find any brown sugar. And as I'm walking out, there's a food bank there, and I actually stopped to look. I'm thinking, I'm looking, thought, there's some good food in there. And I went, and I'm thinking, no, Dennis, there's no brown sugar. You leave it. I had a chuckle to myself. What's it coming to? Food banks, what we like. So this is my thing today, is exercising, keeping happy, smiling at it all, because who knows, we could be off the planet soon. We could be off the planet. Somebody rang me the other day and said, Dennis, how is it affecting you all? They said, no problem. I said, I'm antisocial anyway. Well, I'm not really. He said, yeah, we never see you out. You're always either meditating or doing something. Has it affected you? I said, no, because that tells me I'm antisocial. You know what I mean? It's fine. I was only joking with them, but they took it quite serious. I said, don't you know when I'm joking? Come on, give me a laugh. So how is it affecting you? Let me have a look. Have you got any questions there? Then we'll see what upstairs say. Okay. Well, welcome to you. Oh, wow, quite a few people here. So good of you to join me today. Good smiles. Good evening, Dennis. Audio's fine now. Thank you very much. All these people. I'm not going to go through your name because when I hear other people, oh, you can bring them on camera. It says here you can bring them on camera, but I tell you what, folks, don't forget, if you want to ring up on Skype, that's fine. Okay, no questions in there, so please, come on, you're supposed to be interacting with me. I don't want to stand here for an hour talking, right? If it does, I'll probably cut the show short, because I looked at this. I put Skype on. Nobody wants to come on Skype unless I bring a guest on. Oh, by the way, this Thursday, 3 o'clock English time, 3 p.m. on the afternoon, Debbie Garcia and I are having a chat live on Facebook like we did a while ago, and there was over 5,000 views on that one. So hopefully that's going to be 5,000 views again, and we wait for the council to come back in on that one. So that's this Thursday, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Debbie Garcia and myself going live at 3 p.m. asking questions of the council. No doubt they will come and do some channeling. So, and I really want to say this. You know how politicians are getting really, they're knowing what to say now and how to say it and say it and say it and say it until it drives you crazy. They're saying that thing again. Well, if you keep saying it and we allow it to happen, they're programming us. They're programming us to accept their wording, right? NLP. They are trying to train us. And the best way not to be trained is when people are talking to you. I have known this for a long time, but I forgot about it, is laughter. Is to have a sense of humour. It breaks the taboo. It breaks the dimension spell. It breaks it. So if you laugh and you smile at your life and you listen to the news and you laugh at it, I do know by first hand that some of these sad stories, they're being paid to have these sad stories on, to make you feel warm and fuzzy or scared of going out. They're there. They're using every trick they can. And you know why? Because they want control over us. They want control over us. You know, and it's our fault, really. This is what people can't understand. Well, why have we let it happen? Well, we have let it happen because we've had an attitude of like, I'm all right, Jack. Oh, it's not bothering me now. I'll just put TV on and get stuck into my fish and chips. It won't affect us. Well, it is affecting us. There are those in this world who want to rule us. They're the minority and we are the majority. And we've got to say no in every shape and form we can. We have to say no. Because if you've got grandkids, I haven't, never been married, no kids, so quite lucky I suppose. But if I had, I would fight tooth and nail to make sure they would have a better future. Because when you're over 50 now, you're on the way out. right? You're on the way out. Your life is coming to an end. So they say. Well, tough it's not, but that's how they look at us. They look at the older generation now. You are a pull on the resources. Now think about this. This has just come in now. Wow, straight away. All these people, old folks, being taken off the planet in different countries, underlying health problems, and they're putting them down as COVID-19. The doctors are being paid to do this. The hospitals are being paid to put you on a ventilator. If they put you on a ventilator, they get thousands of pounds more. So if you're in a hospital and you're on oxygen, that's fine. You get, say, a couple of grand. But if you put on a ventilator, you're given lots of money. I think it's £28,000 to be put on a ventilator. So this is why there was a shortage of ventilators. This is why people were reaching out for ventilators so they could put patients on ventilators. Yeah. Patient on a ventilator, they're induced into a coma. They don't know what's happening. They might never wake up. Do you want that for your children? Do you want that for your grandkids? I don't. Like I say, I haven't got any. But you're my family. You're my family. You're my blood and flesh. All of you. You don't have to have blood to be family. All you have to have family is love. Well, that's not bad, that, is it? Wow. Say that again. You don't have to be blood to be family. All you have to do is be love. So you're my family. We're not blood in the smallest sense, but we are love in the huge sense. So, how do we dig ourselves out of this? Okay, they're here. Allow us to speak without any forked tongue, beloveds. We have watched and waited and bided our time until we could come through with the words that truly matter. As a human race at this moment, and we speak from a higher dimension here, for every one of you has got your own world. You are marching to your own drummer. You've got your own template. You've got your own way of understanding what world you would require on earth that you would like to see. So you are in your own dimensional field. This is why some of you accept aliens, accept implants, accept the psychic world better, accept the tarot cards better, accept cold readings better, because you gel to that. You are attracted to that. This is because if you have known better, you would have done better. For there are those around you who wish to keep you in spiritual chains. Now that is phenomenal. Even he who spoke those words then didn't know what we were going to slip in. He saw it coming, the words. He saw the pictures, the colours, but he didn't see the word spiritual. We slipped it in. Listen, we say it again. There are those who live in your world and in your community who want to keep you, human beings, their so-called friends, in spiritual chains. They only want you to go and see them for advice. They only want you to ask them, part with your money for them. Are you understanding what we're saying here? Your spiritual world at this moment on your world is corrupt with those who are looking out for themselves and feeding like vampires in the night on the blush, on the blood and the spirituality of human beings who are trying your best to eradicate yourself out of the bull, out of the BS upon your planet. That's what's happening. And the way to find this out, for you to know who you can trust, is to go inside. To sit. And we're going to say it again and again and again. The truth never changes. But if you go within, you won't go without. So if you meditate, if you find that meditation niche that suits you, because not all meditation suits everybody. There's beginners, there's intermediates, there's experts, there's those breatharians who live on breath air. But to live on fresh air, you've got to change the heart. The DNA in the heart has got to totally change. You can't just stop eating and live on breath air, on fresh air. It doesn't work like that. You will perish unless you change the inside. But that is accumulation of your thoughts and the feelings and the knowledge of how you can transform and transmute yourself. All your DNA has got to change. Now, there is those who teach you and show you this, but are you ready for it? Do you still want to be led to that Gypsy Rose Lee who just wants to see you as a cash cow? Do you? Or do you wish to find those who can really offer you an advice, can really offer you bread and milk, can really give you something that is sustainable with yourself? Those are the people that you should be finding. Remember, everybody is spiritual, and we have noticed through our partner there is a lot of competition and jealousy in your spiritual, and we will say new age, but it's not new age anymore. It's awakening age. We've just told him that there were a lot of jealousy and corruption in Atlantis before it went under. Do you wish your community, your England, or your America, or your world to become an Atlantis? With all this technology you have, and you're using it to manipulate, to kill, to depopulate the human culture on your Mother Earth? Doesn't anybody really understand that you cannot depopulate Mother Earth, because they're their souls who will wish to step in, walk-ins, step-ins. As soon as somebody perishes on your earth, either by a natural death or a forced death or a vaccine, there are those that will take their place as newborns. And sometimes we won't discuss what we were going to discuss then, because it'd be too much for people to understand. There are races over here that we know, but we do not have any workings with or any interference with, that they are warmongering. It is the same upon your earth plane, beloveds. There are those who walk in disguises of a good person. But when you take that disguise off, when you come down to it, they are not. They are the jailer of mankind, and in their pockets they've got handcuffs, they've got guns, they've got things that will keep you entrapped and put on the dungeon wall. Now, do you want that? That is all what's happening here. And we stand away from it so we can see it. And we say to you, we want to get you to see it differently. And if you take that time every single day, half a dozen times during the day, just look into the third eye and communicate with your people. Communicate. So it's second nature. You're walking, communicate, open that channel. You're doing the dishes, look into the third eye and hold it and see what happens. See if you're flooded. Ask questions. If you don't get the answers there and then, it doesn't matter, because what happens, You'll be doing something during the day, and that question you asked, the answer will come in, and it will come in like that, and you can't stop it. Do you know why you can't stop it? Because that's either your higher self talking to you, which you cannot stop your higher self communicating with you, but you can stop your ego. Your ego's body identified. It's not you really. It wants to kick your ass. It wants you to sit watching TV. It doesn't want you to ascend to the fourth, the fifth and the sixth dimension. It doesn't want that. It wants you to have an easy life. It's the spoiler alert. So when you want to sit in meditation and your thoughts say, oh, you're too tired, or put the kettle on, or put the TV on, or make love to the partner, well, that's okay. But you know what I mean. Think about that. What's it trying to do? It's trying to control you, contain you. It doesn't want you. But it's there for a reason. It's there for you to outgrow, to kick it in touch, to drop kick it into the gutter, to kick it over the goalpost, to bury it. Doesn't matter what we say, it's the same thing. You get rid of it, you defeat it. Now it's an ongoing battle. Every single day you have got to be prepared to do battle with your ego. And it gets less and less, less and less. Okay, I will. They just said, tell her about this. It's like the 40 days and 40 nights that Jesus Christ had, right? He just slipped me that. He just gave me that. Said, Dennis, tell him about this. Okay, fine. That's the ego having a go at you. Get thee behind me, Satan. It's the same thing. The same thing. Bring it down to a level that you can understand. You've got a jailer inside you trying to keep you jailed. You've got the angel inside you trying to free you. Who do you want to listen to? Well, for me, I listen to the angel, of course. So what do you want to do? It's totally yours. It's up to you. We come through many people who are open to receive our information. And we come in ways that are powerful. And sometimes we come with just a couple of words with somebody who cannot take the power, who cannot stand over the pulpit and put his head there and maybe get slingshots. But we, here now, we are prepared. This is why we speak through our partner in a powerful way now. What are you doing about it? It's okay talking about it between yourselves, speaking or trying to preach to the converted, and we've been there, we've seen it, and we've done that ourselves. The one of us who've had an incarnation on your Mother Earth, there are some of us here who have not been on your Mother Earth, but we know because we understand by the experience that our brothers and sisters have had. They've shared with it what it was like on Mother Earth, and we understand it now. So we come together as a collective energy, as the Council of 12 ascended masters, who are going on and on and on and on and on. Not your psychic vibration. Way beyond that. Not your astral realm. Way beyond that. And you've got to get that into a way of understanding. It doesn't stop. Even at us, it doesn't stop. There are those energies, there are those intelligence that go way beyond us. And we have to get ourselves, we have to play the game. We have to kickstart ourselves and pull us up by our socks and our shoelaces. We have got to work on ourselves as well. Just because we're off planet doesn't mean we stop working on ourselves. We are living, we are learning, we are digesting, we are integrating the energy fields of a different quantum fields so we can understand and then integrate it within ourselves, then bring it through to people who wish to understand it and wish to bring it through on a different level to the brothers and sisters. This is why we're here. And we want to work with you all, not just our beloved partner. We want to work with you all, but will you give us your time? Will you sit in meditation? Will you? Twice a day if you can. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. Or when you can, if your job is difficult, make time for us to come in. Make time for us to communicate with you. And make time for you to communicate with us. We can only come down to a certain level. We can only come down this much. You've got to come up, raise your vibration this much. And then we will meet sooner or later. We cannot come down all the way to you. You've got to raise your vibration. Always. Doesn't change. We have to raise our vibration, our understanding, so we can interlope, have an experience of what is beyond our field of understanding at this moment, at this time. So the reason why we come today in a powerful way, and we are saying living in power, is you have created this, unfortunately, by yourselves. We say it again. You have created this by yourself, unfortunately, because you've not been standing in your power against those who wish to put you on the dungeon walls. Look how in different countries, and we will point to America, USA, where it is riddled with corruption, where there is those who are living in luxury and making sure their brothers and sisters are living in slavery. Look to America first. What happens in America normally happens most places on your planet. The time is now. And we will ask you again, like we asked you last week, we asked for the Moseses, for those of you who can be the Joan of Arc, can be the Bodicea, can be a Moses, can be a Gandhi, can be a Buddha. We ask you to step forward now in your own community, in your own life, in your own family, and be that what you are supposed to be. You're a worker, you're a lighthouse, you are a star seed, a star child of the universe, and you were not born to be in captive. You were born sovereign. So we ask you to remember that with these words. You are all powerful, you're all living, and you're all creative. You're all powerful, you're all living, and you're all creative. But what you've done, you've allowed it to slip and other people to control you. So it's not about typing messages, beloveds. It's not about preaching to the converted now. It's about getting out there and letting people see your true colours. That person stands for that. No messing with him or her. Or that person, we can mess with them because they're not very strong. If you take a stand and you let people see who you are, you will realise who your friends are. You will realise who your spiritual family are. And the sooner you realise that, the sooner you know where you are. You know what words to bring forth that will give them joy and love and hope. Now the ones who want to enslave you, they're bringing forward words that want to manipulate you, scare you, keep you in your homes. Yes, they will throw money at you initially to keep you happy. But when the money falls out, what happens? Do you still want to go in your homes? Do you still want to come out? Keep people separated, keep sheep in a pen. And that's what they're doing. They're keeping us, or not me, or not you, hopefully. They're keeping the sheep in the pen. And the shepherd will come along sooner or later and feed them. Give them some water. Give them some food. Maybe let them out for a little bit of exercise. And then when someone's hungry, they'll slaughter a sheep. Do you want to be slaughtered? We are not pulling any punches today. Not pulling any punches. Why should we? Because when we see our human race, brothers and sisters, in trouble, we will speak in words that you can understand, hopefully. If you don't understand it, watch this video again. Share this video with people who are looking for the truth. We cannot give it to all here now because we only have a limited time to speak to our partner because he just blow his fuse. He's having to hold his conversation here and watch what we're saying at the same time. Understand that his physical form, his words have meaning. Our words have meaning. Our two minds are consciously together. Our hearts, our energy, the cosmic energy have merged together as each other. He is us and we are him. Listen to our words. We can be with you if you wish. You want to know how? Contact our partner. He will guide. He will inspire. He will help. We humbly hope you do. We humbly hope you watch this again and you understand the words we're saying and the powerfulness in how they're being said. There are those out there who will give you wishy-washy words. Do you want wishy-washy words or do you want the truth? The truth. Some people can't cope with it. Do you want us to tell a lie and say, it's going to be okay, don't worry, everything's going to be okay? Now let's tell you here and now that when you pass to spirit, you don't change. This is important. When you pass to spirit, you do not change your personality. If you're still a baddie, or what you call bad, you still be a baddie over there. You do not change your personality. And normally what happens when you come back, people say, oh, there's a life view over there. You review your life and you think, oh, you've made a mess. And some people don't review their life. They'll come back and they still want to be a baddie. So change the way you are now. And some of you have got to be the Lancelot. You've got to be the Lone Ranger. You've got to be Robin Hood. You've got to be a Moses. You've got to come out as an outlaw. And we're not scaremongering. We're giving you the truth and the proof. You have to set your people free. But first you've got to set yourself free. Always. And if you don't do that, then you'll be shepherded in the sheep pen and be fed and watered now and again. And when the shepherds are hungry, they'll come and they'll roast you over a campfire. Do you want that? Do you want to be cannon fodder for the superior race who is dumbing you down? It's wake up time, folks. I will. Thank you. They're saying it's so good to see our partner stand up and be counted. For sometimes he counts it thinking, well, I can't say that, I mustn't say that. And we say, well, it's your time, Dennis. In fact, we went to one of his friends a period of time ago and we said to his friend, a close friend, much older than him, saying, it's Dennis's time now. So his close friend rings him and said, Dennis, I've just been told it's your time now. I went, okay, I'm going home. He said, no, you're not going home. Time to stand up and be counted. I've been doing that for 30 odd years. Yeah, but you've been doing it in spiritual churches. You've been doing it those ones who, an organisation. And now are you doing it now? Is you're taking a stand. Excuse me. You bring it down from high above and clothing in earthly words so your brothers and sisters can understand it. They can understand it all starts and stops with them. It all starts and stops with you, beloved. So how you conduct yourself with the thoughts and the feelings, the food you eat, the company you keep, the energy you invite into your home, it all has an effect on you. All has an effect. A friend of mine rang me the other night, last night actually, this same lady, she went to bed and she turned to her right hand side and she saw all these faces, like whoa, like the astral plane. It was just like bombarding her. And I just burst out laughing and say, well, haven't they got any social distancing? Don't they know there's a pandemic on? Come on, get their acting gear. And she just wet herself laughing. Oh, Dennis, you're so funny. Oh, you're so funny, oh, Dennis. Calls me Baby Bear. So what do you call me Baby Bear for? Because you growl a lot. You don't like things, you tell them, you growl. Oh, argh. So I call Baby Bear. So then she said she turned to her left-hand side. She'd been on the right-hand side. See all these faces, all this astral crowd, whatever. Turned to her left-hand side, going to sleep. The faces came again. Different faces. Colourful faces, football match faces. Every face in the world came. I said, what did you do? I said, oh, I got up and I did my chanting and I did a few Hail Marys and stuff. So I laughed my head off. Said, didn't you tell me about social distancing? She said, stop it, you're making me laugh. Then she tells me, I know what it was. I said, well, okay, but did you sort it out first? She said, yeah, I put my intent elsewhere. I said, good, what did you do? She said, I built this house, this imaginal house in the countryside. I built it brick by brick. I got the car, got everything, the garden, did the decor. I put my attention there. And before I could move into the house after I built it, I fell asleep. I said, that's good. So you put your intent elsewhere? He said, yes, I did. So I said, go on, you're going to tell me why these entities came? She says, yeah. She said, I was watching TV. She was watching TV and it was this film. And this film wasn't going the right way she thought it was. So that's why she thought, oh, this film's not very good. But she took some negative crap on board. And that negative crap, she went to bed and she thought about it. She was meditating, she thought about it. She couldn't get rid of it. So that's what I'm telling you, folks. Who you speak to, what you speak about, who you let into your life, what you watch, what you listen to on that TV, on the radio, or on programs like this, on webcasts or streaming. If it doesn't gel with you, then get rid of it. Lock it up. Get rid. It's got to gel with you. Got to make you float your boat. Got to give you that happiness. You've got to be watching more. Well, I like it. I like Bollywood. The singing, the dancing, the old black and white films. When I'm going on like this is me, Dennis. This is not them. They've been. They're the ones who came in and give you all that, whoa, flipping it. I'm going, where are they going? Well, I'm going to listen back to this later and going, did I say that? And they said, no, we said that. You just allowed it to come through your mouth. Okay, fine. So it's about you. What you let into your energy field will have an effect on you. It will. Right. I think I've stopped ranting. No, I'm not ranting, am I? Am I ranting? No. So, right. So, any questions? They were. You got all these people, all these things. I don't know any questions. Sorry, if I'm not ignoring you, folks. I'm just saying, have you got any questions? Right. It is now 10 to 10. It's cowboy time. Do you know, years ago, I turned around to this person, I said, what time is it? And he said, 10 to 10. And I went, no. I said, what time is it? He said, it's cowboy time. I said, what do you mean, cowboy time? He said, it's 10 to 10. 10 to 10, 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 10 to 10. Do you get that? Am I wasting my time? Cowboy time, 10 to 10, the Lone Ranger, Tonto. And that's all you've got to be. You've got to be the Lone Ranger. You've got to be Moses. You've got to be Dick Wickington. You've got to be a hero for yourself. Them people, find the hero. Be a hero. That music, listen to it. It's fantastic. I have it in the car. Because we've been trying to be kept in the house here, I've took my car off the road. I've cancelled the tax, cancelled the insurance on my bike now. Tell you what, it's great. So many people are scared. I'm cycling down the canal, singing a song or whistling, and people are just getting out of my way completely. Well, you know, they would do because I'm that quick. No, they're so bad-mannered. They turn around, they won't look at you. You say hello, they just put their heads down. And I'm a social guy, I say hello to everybody. And if they've got a nice dog, especially a Cocker Spaniel, I get off my bike. Well, they won't now. Well, a few friends I do because they know we're okay. We don't social distance. We know it's a load of rubbish. Except some people don't, and we abide with that. And so, but it's like saying, who are these people who just ignore you? So I was just saying, so happy. You've got to be happy. Have a smile on your face, be happy, because people are not bothered about you. Your family are. I've got no family, so it's fine, isn't it? You're my family. Remember what I said? Family is not blood, family is love. Let that be our saying, my saying, our saying. Family is not blood, family is love. Any questions before we call it quits? Any questions? That's it. Like the pink. I don't know what that means. Like the pink. Pink Panther. Dead. Oh, the Pink Panther. Yeah, brilliant. Time is near. Man, being asked to go to Las Vegas or Arizona. Dick Turpin. Oh, I'm glad people are listening. Soul Tribe. Yeah. Pamela Swan. Yeah. I can't see any questions here except one question from Pamela. Do you not hear me, folks? Do you not hear what I'm saying here? If you don't put any questions in, I'm not coming back next week. I'm going to throw a tantrum. I'm going to throw a paddy. I'm going to sulk. I ain't coming back next week because it's hard work being here. Well, it's not. I find it I love it actually. So, questions now and for next week. Right. Pamela Swan, I would like to know if my time is near and why I'm being asked to go to Las Vegas or Arizona. Well, am I be saying both places have a distinct vibrational change for you, which at this moment is what your psyche is needing. Variation, Pamela, they're talking about variation. They wish you to have more variation in your life. They're talking about keeping away from looking at the conspiracy theory, going down the rabbit hole, but not staying there. They're saying you're too much of a beautiful soul to go down the rabbit hatch and stay there. Love and laughter is what's needed in your life to fulfill, to make your heart beat stronger and healthier than before. If you understand what I'm talking about, Mrs. Swan, I forgot Pamela. If you understand what I'm talking about, let me know, because I have no idea. Because they're just giving me this information now. It's a new way of thinking, acting, and widening your circle. They tell him about the foundation you have now. Pamela will become a lot stronger, because they can mix your foundation with some stronger stuff. They're talking about where you're living now. They're talking about quicksand. They're talking about shifting sand. They're talking about they want you to walk. They want you to have something really strong, something concrete under your feet. So this is why a vibrational change is on the cards for you, but it won't last. It won't last. it's a period of time, maybe 6 months. It's a period of time where one is going away to be recalibrated and then put back much stronger to serve as a lamppost, a lighthouse, a wayfinder, a way shower, a starseed. You remember what we're saying now. This is why they're saying relocate for a specific period of time and then find yourself back to your tribe to uplift, to inspire and to love. Let me know what you think. Right. Carol Baker Treasure. Wow, not seen you for a long time. Hello, Carol. Should I stay? Mandy Green. Should I stay home or move on if I come to locate? So is what my location? Okay. Let me answer these now. Okay, fine. Thanks. Bring them in. Bring the questions in because yeah, you're right. Going down the rabbit hole lowers your vibration. Pamela, going out. This is from Junior Hawley. Going around the rabbit hole lowers your vibration because you're getting sucked into that crap, into that negative energy. So you have to be strong. You have to be really mighty, really powerful to go down that rabbit hole and for that crap not to infect you. It's like somebody throwing a barrel full of BS at you, throwing it all over you. And if you're that powerful, it won't stick. But if you're not powerful, it sticks on you. And you've got to come out and clean it. So it lowers your vibration. So this is why they don't want you going down the rabbit hole that much. They want you to come out. Get your strength. This is why move to a different place. Get your strength. Recalibrate. Come back into where you've come from. Have an understanding why you're there and what it's all about. And then watch how the universe bestows the gifts. Because you've been asking for gifts. You've been asking for the gift of healing. Haven't you? Let me know, because I know it's true. If you say it's wrong, it's wrong. But I know it's true. You've been asking for the gift of healing, right? Through the mouth and through the hands. It's going to come, but you've got to recalibrate first. Simple as that. Okay, Pamela, let me know. Elizabeth. Social distancing. If you fall in for the trap, then who are you to blame? If you take precaution, if you go and see your friend and if that 2 meter thing, okay, fine. But you know, Elizabeth, because you tuned in already. You know what it's all about. You know when you're putting yourself at risk. You know that. You don't stay around somebody who's coughing and spitting and wheezing all over you, do you? No, you get the hell out of there. So by your common sense, you go and see your friend. You go and see your friend, or you go and see your friends. Right? Remember, it doesn't exist if you don't think it exists. All the people who've passed away, they've had underlying health conditions, or they've worried. When you worry, what does it do, folks? It brings it's just gone, wiped. It brings your energy down. When you worry, it brings your energy down. So when your energy is down, things can affect you. This is why you've got to have the right food, the right exercise, the right people, the right music, the right thoughts. Listen to something that floats your boat, makes you feel inspired. Because you're walking down the road, you're putting out all this inspiration to people. And people might not feel it, but somebody might look at you and think, oh, look at that beautiful person, powerful and strong. But you've done that because you're sending out these invisible vibrations that are going out like ripples on the sand, like the sea, and they're affecting people. So, Elizabeth, go out and see your friend if you think it's right. If you don't think it's right, don't do it. It's entirely up to you. But you know what I'm saying is right. Pamela, let me know what you said. Let me know about the healing. And not one word, I want a sentence, I want a paragraph. And so do other people, what they want to see if the counsell's right. Because this is them, this is not me, this is them coming in now, full time. So, anybody else? Mandy. Should I stay in home or move on if stay same country or relocate? What is my vocation? Mandy Jean. Mandy Jean, I think it is. I can't pronounce that second word. But Mandy, everything they're telling me now, they're bringing to me, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate what you just said to me, thank you. Okay. They're bringing to me a cake mix. They're bringing to me a whole bowl and they bring me cake mixes. They're bringing me sugar, they're bringing me milk, they're bringing me egg whites, they're bringing me marzipan, they're bringing me fruit and sponge, and they're saying, it's how you mix it. What do you want to make? Mandy, what do you want to make? Where do you want to go? Bring your ingredients to yourself. Bring the ingredients into your life. What do you want in your life? What cake do you want to eat? The cake is you. So you make it, you're making yourself. So when you make yourself, you think about it first. Well, I want this, I want that flavour. I don't want it too heavy, I want it nice and light. So this is Mandy. What do you want? Where do you want to go? Do you want to relocate? Or you just want someone to tell you, yes, you can relocate. And what they're saying, we would ask you to make your own cake. And as you're making your cake, you'll have a better idea where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to be. That's our answer. Locate. Bilocate. That's even better. Bilocate. Definitely. Right. Lorraine Parks, I feel drawn to put the words down to teach people that are awakening. Will they come forward? Yes. Lorraine Parks, if your intent is pure, let me say it again, the third time, the power of 3. So 3 3s are 9. So let's go. Let's just do it. If your intent is pure, that's 3. Your intent is pure, that's 6. If your intent is pure, that's 9. 3 3s are 9. Powerful number 3. 3 3s powerful. So Lorraine Parks, if your intent is pure, then it will manifest. You've got to say to the universe, I'm doing this. Supply the people. And if you don't, it's fine, because I'm doing it anyway. They're not going to let you go to waste. They're not going to let anybody who stands up for the right, for the human beings, for love and life, they're not going to let you go to waste. They will put you to work whether you know it or not. That's our answer. Immune system. Okay, Swan. Okay. Okay. Junior, I was attacked by a negative enter a few months ago. What do I do if it happens again? I thought it off with my right hand. Negative entities can have a physical presence if you allow it. If you're down enough, if you're down in your way of thinking and feeling, if your energy's down, if your immune system down, if the way that you've been worried, you bring your immune system down. Entities, they feed on fear. They feed on depression. They don't feed on laughter. They don't feed on happiness because they can't cope with it. A drug addict is depressed. It wants drugs. So if someone's a drug addict, they will attract entities. And they will obviously need help to get rid of them. Smokers attract entities as well. And so does alcoholism. Alcoholism, that's better. They attract entities. So, spiritual entities only come around those where, for that moment in time, their thinking may have been slightly not powerful, and they latch on. Now, as soon as you feel you latch on, your higher vibration, you physically do your exercises. So, Junior, if you were doing your exercises with your right or left arm and you was visibly going through it, what you do then, you come in to your heart centre straight away and you feel this white light, and you push this white light out all the way from your heart, all the way through the physical body, out into your skin and out from the stomach, upwards, crown chakra, base chakra. So you're basically pushing it out in every direction. Entities can't stand the light. They will just be crucified. If you're at home, you throw yourself into a cold shower. Throw yourself into a cold shower. It definitely works. Last thing at night, first thing in the morning, cold showers work. If you can't sleep at night, folks, get in a cold shower. Go back to bed. I guarantee you'll be fast asleep in 30 seconds because it works. Trust me, that's our answer. So, Jill Shenton, what work is part of my path? Healing. Healing is a big part of your path, but it has to start with you first, Jill. Jill, your healing is part of your path, but it's got to start with you first. Healer, heal yourself. Healer, heal yourself. And that is not only to you, Jill, that is to everybody else. Healer, heal yourself. Because you can. It's just that the willpower is not strong enough. The imagination's not strong enough because you've not been taught it properly. You've not stood in those metaphysical, eteric classes like I have. Not me, but him that speaks through me now. I was taught by the White Brotherhood of the Essenes. I came last week and I said I will come again. I am what you call Jesus Christ, a member of the Council of 12. I was taught by the Essene community, those that wear white. And they paved the way for me to work in different countries. They showed me, they taught me about the power points in the body, the chakras. They showed me how to heal. Bringing it down a level now. Not many people will take the time to go into learning faculties of ancient ways of learning and learn the skills which are needed now to raise one vibration through all the chakras, spinning the right way. And once you can use this by the motivation and the coaxing of one's mind, then you can rebuild the body. We would say, I would say, Lazarus, come forth. And we do not say that jokingly. We ask you all to come forth now from your physical bodies and heal them as much as you can, because you have to be fit. The time will come when you will lay your physical bodies down, but your energy, your soul has had such an advancement and such a learning upon your Mother Earth, it will not be wasted as you approach the other dimensions we have talked about earlier. So, to answer your question, Jill Shenton, you will become a healer. This is part of the process. In the meantime, you can be and do whatever you wish that feels right to advance your humanity and your spirituality at the same time. That is our answer. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it quits now. Listen, if you like my work, if you like the council's work, then please consider it a donation. It would be great, yeah, because all this is like, I love doing this, but a return would be really nice. You can find the donation, I'll put it in the links after, or you can go to my website, thecouncil12.com, and you'll find the donation link there. Really good talking to you again. This has been another experience. I didn't know that the council were going to come through in that powerful way. If you liked it, let me know. If you would like more of this next week, let me know. Then let your friends know, please. Because the more blood we have in our family, and the more love we have in our family, especially the love, the better we can grow. So, until next week, go to counsellor12.com if you wish. Thank you for being here. If you want a consultation with the channeling with the Counsellor 12, then you can reach out on the counsellor12.com. And don't forget, this coming Thursday, 3 p.m. English time, afternoon time, I'll be on Facebook, I think, with Debbie Garcia. I forgot what it's called, and we'll be bringing the council through again. Maybe it'll be similar like this, I don't know. But if you've enjoyed the show, please, attitude of gratitude for your life, attitude of gratitude for your advisors. The more gratitude we have in our lives, the more thanks we have to our spiritual teams, the more stronger they're going to come through, inspire us to be the best we can, and then we can inspire our brothers and sisters. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so kind to me, listening. I love you all. See you next week. Bye for now. Love you all. Bye-bye. Play out with this now. I loved tonight. I loved it completely. Thank you very much. If I've not answered all your questions, I do apologise. But maybe for next week, write your questions on an email, send it to me, or put a message on Facebook, and I'll print them out and I'll answer them on the show. Okay? Love you all. Share it with friends if you don't mind. Okay, bye for now. Bye-bye.